Unpack and inspect. Check whether the package is in good condition. If there is any damage, please take photos and contact our company in time. If the package is intact, please open the package and remove the device. If you have any questions or need help, please contact us for service support. Host. Manual. Five-lead ECG cable and veterinary electrode clamp. Body temperature probe. Power cord. Blood pressure cuff. Cuff connecting tube. Blood oxygen probe. Blood oxygen probe extension cable. Carbon dioxide sensor extension cable. Carbon dioxide sensor. Carbon dioxide TT and filter. Carbon dioxide sampling tube. Carbon dioxide catheter. Alarm light. Display screen. Power switch. Power indicator. Charging indicator. Knob. Freezing button. Alarm pause button. Alarm reset button. Blood pressure measurement button. Body temperature probe interface. Blood oxygen sensor interface. ECG cable interface. IMBP interface. Carbon dioxide module interface. USB interface. Network interface. Equipotential terminal. Power interface. Battery compartment. Connect the power cord to the power connector and put down and release hook to fix the power cord. Connect the cuff connection tube to the IMBP interface. Connecting the cuff and connecting tube. Connect the ECG cable to the corresponding interface. Snap the electrode clamps into the electrode slots one by one. Connect the oxygen probe extension cable to the oxygen sensor connector. Oxygen probe oximeter is connected to the extension cable. Then put down the anti-dislodgement cover to fix the connection. Connect the body temperature probe to the body temperature connector. Connect the carbon dioxide sensor extension cable to the carbon dioxide module interface. Connect the carbon dioxide sensor to the extension cord. Connect the filter to the carbon dioxide sensor. Filters are disposable and should be replaced as a matter of priority in case of abnormal end-of-breath monitoring or excessive secretion from the sampling tube. Then remove the plug from the carbon dioxide sampling tube, connect it to the filter and tighten it. Remove the plug at the other end of the sampling tube. Connect the sampling tube to the TT and tighten it. The sampling tube is a disposable consumable. If there is too much secretion from the sampling tube, please replace it in time. Press and hold the power button to power on. Next, We will enter the demo mode and introduce the software operation part. Turn the knob to move the cursor tilt critter in the upper left corner of the screen. Click the knob to confirm and enter the animal management interface. In this interface, you can set the type, name, date of birth, age, weight, gender and other information of the animal. If you need to issue a guardianship report to the customer, it is recommended that you fill in the vein formatting completely. Turn the knob clockwise to move the cursor to the position of the sound marker. Click the knob to enter the sound setting interface. In this interface, you can adjust the volume of alarm tones, alert tones, QRS tones, key tones, and IBP completion tones, and so on. Rotate the knob to move the cursor to the time in the upper right corner. Click the knob to enter the system time setting interface. This interface allows you to change information such as system time, format, etc. Continue to rotate the knob clockwise toward the alarm message field. ECG measurement principle: the monitor detects the surface potential changes caused by the animal's heart through multiple electrodes connected with cables, observes the electrical activity of the heart, records the ECG waveform, and calculates the heart rate. Please refer to the table and schematic diagram for the location of the ECG connection. Move the cursor to the position of the ECG and click the knob to confirm to enter the ECG setting interface. Under the Settings tab, you can select the lead type, waveform speed, filtering mode, and cascade switch. The default lead type is 5 leads. The waveform speed can be adjusted according to actual needs. In general, the filter mode is set to monitor mode by default, and can be changed to surgical mode to minimize interference high-power devices are used. Turn on the cascade and two ECG waveforms will appear. Under the Alarm tab, you can adjust the alarm limit and change the alarm source. Under the Gain tab, you can adjust the waveform gain according to your actual needs. Principle of blood oxygen measurement: use a continuous, non-invasive pulsatile oximetry method. It measures the flux of light of a specific wavelength emitted from the sensor's emitting source, which is absorbed by oxyhemoglobin in animal tissues and reaches the photodetector end of the sensor to obtain oxygen saturation and pulse rate. Move the cursor to the position of the blood oxygen module and click the knob to confirm to enter the blood oxygen setting interface. Under the Alarm tab, you can adjust the alarm limit. Under the Blood Oxygen Settings tab, the waveform speed and sensitivity can be adjusted according to actual needs, and the display and tone of the perfusion index (PI) can be switched on and off. Under the PR Alarm tab, you can adjust the PR alarm limit and change the alarm source. Principle of respiration measurement: thoracic impedance method is used when the animal breathes. The movement of the thoracic cage causes a change in the impedance between the two ECG electrodes, and the monitor measures the impedance change to display a breathing wave on the screen. The monitor calculates the respiration rate, RR, based on the impedance respiration waveform period. Move the cursor to the breathing module and click the knob to confirm to enter the breathing setting interface. Under the Alarm tab, you can adjust the alarm limit as well as duration of the suffocation delay. Under the Settings tab, You can change the RR source, usually carbon dioxide first, ECG second, blood oxygen again. Adjust the waveform speed and gain according to actual needs, set respiratory leads, etc. Entitled Carbon Dioxide Measurement Principle. Infrared absorption technology is used to measure the concentration of carbon dioxide in the respiratory pathways of animals when the infrared light emitted by the infrared source penetrates the gas sample containing carbon dioxide. Part of the energy will be absorbed by the carbon dioxide in the gas. A photodetector is used on the other side of the infrared light source to measure the remaining infrared light energy and convert it into an electrical signal that is compared to the energy of the infrared light source and adjusted to accurately reflect the carbon dioxide concentration in the gas sample. Move the cursor to the carbon dioxide module and click the knob to confirm to enter the carbon dioxide setting interface. Under the Alarm tab, you can adjust the alarm limits for entitled carbon dioxide, inhaled carbon dioxide, respiration rate, and the duration of the asphyxia delay. Under the Settings tab, you can adjust the waveform speed and mode according to actual needs. The unit and scale can be adjusted according to personal habits, and change the operation mode to measure when using. Body temperature measurement principle. Continuous body temperature measurement uses a thermistor, which is based on the fact that the resistance value of the thermistor changes with temperature. A thermistor measures the amount of change in resistance and thus calculates the temperature value. Move the cursor to the body temperature module and click the knob to confirm to enter the body temperature setting interface. Under the Alarm tab, you can adjust the alarm limit for the temperature. Under the Settings tab, you can choose to use single or dual body temperature monitoring depending on the actual situation. An IBP measurement principle uses the oscillation method. The cuff is inflated for each measurement so that the cuff pressure is higher than the animal's systolic blood pressure, and then slowly deflated, measuring and analyzing the cuff pressure change, amplitude and frequency of oscillation, thereby determining the animal's blood pressure. When the amplitude is maximum, the corresponding cuff pressure is the average pressure. Once the average blood pressure is measured, systolic and diastolic blood pressure can be calculated. Move the cursor to the non-invasive blood pressure module and click the knob to confirm to enter the non-invasive blood pressure setting interface. Under the Alarm tab, each alarm limit can be adjusted. Under the Settings tab, you can change the unit, initial inflation pressure, adjust the interval time, start mode, and turn the finish tone on and off. Under the Sequence tab, you can set the duration and interval. Alarm Reset and Alarm Pause enables alarm restart and pause. Review interface to view trend tables, trend graphs, alarm events. On the trend table interface, the file in the lower right corner is identified as the recorded event, and the resolution can change the interval of the recorded data if you need to print. You can click the option on the right side of the resolution. The trend chart interface can view the waveform trend of the changes in the various monitoring data, and it can also be printed. In the event interface, you can view the abnormal data and waveform records of various monitoring indicators. Interface Settings, Interface Selection tab. You can change the current interface, If you need to observe the animal ECG waveforms in depth, you can set the ECG standard interface, and all the waveforms in the current interface will be changed to ECG waveforms. If you are more concerned about the display of values, you can change to a large character interface, which will magnify the numerical portion of each guardianship indicator. Usually, a regular interface is sufficient. Under the Layout tab, you can adjust the waveform of each row of the general interface and the corresponding monitoring indicators. You can also adjust the monitoring indicators of each piece of the large character interface. Hotkeys to change the items in the shortcut menu bar. Parameter switch. You can choose to turn on or off the indicator that needs to be monitored. Parameter color. You can change the color of the parameter display. Under the other tabs, you can set the lock screen duration, screen brightness, and screen brightness under battery power. Alarm setting. The alarm limit of each parameter can be adjusted. Under the setting options, you can adjust the volume of alarms and advanced alarms, beeps, the suffocation delay and the duration of the alarm recording. Animal management. You can set the basic information of the animal, and if you need to issue a report, it is recommended to improve the information. NIBP starts, pauses, turns on NIB measurement or stops. NIBP measurement for non-invasive blood pressure measurement mode adjustment, with the ability to set intervals for measurement. Calibration 0 allows calibration of carbon dioxide modules. Volume. You can set the volume of alarm and alarm sound, prompt sound, QRS sound, and you can also switch on and off button sound and nip completion sound. Calculations can be used to assist in the calculation of drugs, hemodynamics, renal function, ventilation and oxygenation. The main content of the main menu screen and the content of the shortcut menu bar are the same content. This monitor supports the export of trend graphs and trend tables in PDF format using a USB flash drive. The opening path is select the main menu, enter the maintenance interface. Under the print option, select the printer, and check USB export. When using, insert the USB flash drive into the monitor and export it on the review interface. Please refer to the instruction manual for more information.